Happy Saturday, everybody. It's 10 a.m. It's Saturday, and I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we share with you videos about the joys of living in Mexico, and we have a whole bunch of video clips to share with you this morning because this week we were on the road again. This week we went to Paracho. Paracho, you'll see it up there in the upper left-hand corner, and that is the guitar town where these guys make the best guitars in the world. And I've got clips showing you how it all went down. Let me say hello to some people. Maya, girl, I don't even know if I can say your name. Maya Kashmir, howdy doody. Great to see you here. We got Tanya in the house. I think this is like her third week in a row. Doc popped in and out. He's going to watch the replay later. Mary Jordan in the house. Mary, we're so happy you could join us this morning. Well, great to see you here. We got Cassie Davis in the house, wishing us all a happy Thanksgiving. Can you believe it's Thanksgiving? Just yesterday, it was the 4th of July. I wish I could have some turkey and some dressing and some yams and all that good stuff. I'll just have to settle for some tacos. We got Ryan in the house. Good morning, Ryan. Don Cole in the house, watching from Ahihic. Are you getting some good music? And look who's here. Char Williams is in the house. Great to see you. Good morning from Seattle. Woohoo! Hey, we got Caroline Gabs. Good morning from northwest of H-Town. TX Ms. Lowe in the house. Ola from Joe Biden's neighborhood in Delaware. Nancy Trevino in the house. Won't be able to stay long. You're gonna miss out, girl. I got some clips to show today. And we got William Mustache Stoneman in the house. Feliz Dia de Pavo, you all. And that means happy day of turkey, I think. Pavo. Pavo is turkey. Great to see you here, William Mustache Stoneman. Let's get started. This week we went on the road, and I was looking at my maps, and yeah, we went to. I got clips for you from Morelia. And we had to go through. I took a bus to Uruapan, and that's like a 2-hour bus ride. And then you take get up to Paracho. But thanks to your donations, I've been getting around a lot in the last 3 months. And this is the real benefit of living in Morelia, because Morelia has so many places around. We did a video on Capula, which is the city of La Catrinas. We were in Quiroga, which is the land of great slow-cooked pork. Pátzcuaro is a town. We did a video on that. A fabulous place to visit. We've been to Santa Clara del Cobre this month, which is the land or the pueblo of copper. I mean, we've been getting around. Where else have we been? To Taupuaha, however you say it, which is Christmas Town, a fabulous place to visit. And We've been to Zinzunzan. This is all since I've been able to be here in Morelia. Morelia is so kind of close to all these places. There's so many things to see and places to do. And we got some clips for you this morning about our trip to Paracho. We got Gary in the house. Hola, Gary. Great to see you here. Oh, cool. Yeah. And Gary's talking about Rosie. We've done a couple of interviews with Rosie, and Rosie is here in Morelia. She can help you with immigration, translation. She can help you find an apartment to live in Morelia. If you want to buy a house in Morelia, she can help you do that, and she can help you get into Mexico health programs very affordably. And if you want Rosie's contact information, just go to buildgeek.org, go to FAQs and her emails there. She has a website and a phone number. You can call her up. She's a Mexican, lived in Dallas, Texas for 17 years. She's a joy. She's a total joy to be around and to share information with. And if you're new here, if this is your first time, let us know you're here. Let us know what you want to know. What we do on Saturdays, I want to answer any questions for anyone that is interested in maybe visiting Mexico, moving to Mexico. They want to live in Mexico. Ask any questions, but sometimes people don't come out and ask questions. So I have video clips every Saturday at 10 a.m. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. So welcome, introduce yourself, ask any questions. There are no stupid questions here. Only and we're all family here. We're just here to have a good time and to share information. And speaking of information, let's say hello to Lorenzo from the Windy City, where it's probably getting a little chilly right now. Hello from Chicago. And here is Brian, pretty boy maiden. Good morning, those in the house. Thinking of change my name to no, you didn't fall as to all the falls I've had. Oh, Brian, well, I hope you're feeling good, man. I hope I hope everything's working out, pretty boy. Oh, okay, so let's start with some video. Let's start with some video clips. Okay, let's go over here. Now, let me do this. So I'm in Morelia, and you can see it's there in the middle of the map. And Morelia is pretty much in the middle of Mexico. So it's surrounded by 9 pueblos mágicos, which are that's magical cities. They have 9 of them within a half an hour to an hour and a half away. And there's so many things that you can see here. And many times I've talked about bus routes. And I always talk about how great the buses are. But the thing is, when you're in the state of Michoacan, which is where Morelia is the capital of the state of Michoacan. Before I got to Morelia, I would take other bus lines: Elite, Futura, ETN, Primera Plus. And all of those buses are really nice with the really nice bathrooms and everything. They run pretty much on time. But for some reason in the state of Michoacan, this is a very popular bus service that go and Pure Pechas, and Pure Pechas is also the name of a civilization before the Spanish took over Michoacan, and it was one of these civilizations that the Spanish really had a hard time defeating. But to get around Michoacan, it ends up, I've been on like 12 bus trips with them. And here's the bus that I took this week. But they're very affordable. They're very clean. This trip they showed movies. I saw 2 movies on my trip this week. One movie, some lady had cancer. She was getting ready to die. Another movie, this lady fell off a cliff and broke her back, and her family had to rehabilitate her. Yeah, very depressing movie. I don't know why. All in Spanish. But anyway, that's how I got around. Another bus service in the state of Michoacan it's kind of hard to see, but you can see that yellow arrow on the bus, and that is the name of the bus line, Flecha Amarilla, and that's yellow arrow bus line. So between the Paracho, however you say it, bus line, and the yellow arrow bus line, both those bus lines do not have bathrooms. But here's how the bus looks on the inside. You can see the televisions there. And they have the sound on. Very clean. This bus had really clean windows, so I could shoot excellent videos. Very clean. They smell good. The only thing they didn't have was bathrooms. So be prepared. Do all your business before you get on the bus, or you just have a tight face for 2 hours. And many of the bus stations in Mexico don't have toilet seats. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe people steal the toilet seats. I don't know, but it puts you in literally a strange position depending on what kind of business you got to do. But anyway, let me get back to comments and see what's going on. Verlaine. Good morning. Nice to see you're traveling around there. Yeah, Verlaine, been on the road, girl. I've been thinking about calling you and see why you are back in Canada. And my main man living in but he comes from Oregon. Happy Saturday, Matt Brazelton from Oregon. God bless that Oregon football team, ranked number 1 in the country. And Matt, if it weren't for you, I would hate them bad boys, because they beat Ohio State by 1 point. But go Oregon. You're on my mind, Matt. Great to see you could make it this weekend. Oh, look who is here. G. Fontaine. Hi, all. Wishing you all a great Saturday. Wayne is in the house, Chicago there. Oh, I was in Uruapan. Make sure you visit the national park. And, of course, those carnitas. And I want to talk about that. I'm going back to Uruapan. I'm still learning how to say it. I'm going back there this Wednesday to do a video. I have stories to tell about that already. Ola Liston from Tooth Fairy. Tooth Fairy just knows everybody. And Tooth Fairy sent me a very disturbing email this week about my hometown. Jim Foster is in the house. There you go. Come to Morelia. You have lots of family here. Buenos dias. Everybody's talking and rocking. Woohoo. Okay, Bearlane, I'm going to take you up on that. Okay, so let's get with the program now. Let's get with the program. So let's go up here. And for you new people, I'm in Morelia. It's a fabulous town. I still love Morelia. Here is my neighborhood. I live up there on the left-hand side, right where the trees end is my apartment. And that beautiful forest is in my bedroom when I look out the window. Fresh, clean air, very affordable. The value of the peso is down, so my rent is down to $431 a month. This is what I see when I look out of my windows. Beautiful mountains, nice, clean air. Quiet. I've never heard any disturbing sounds. But what's my point? If we look at the map here to take this trip, I'm going to get on a bus and go to Uruapan, and that's like a 2-hour trip. But I tell you, you really can't depend on internet resources to get around Mexico, because all the resources that I ran into, all of them were wrong as far as how I'm going to get around. But this was an excellent trip because I got a direct bus. And when I say direct, that means you get on the bus and then you get off the bus in Uruapan. Okay. And then they had another bus going right to Paracho. I mean, it was perfect. It was a perfect trip. But I must say that to get back, all kinds of weird things can happen, because you're going to see in a minute that Paracho is kind of a small town, population 38,000 people. So the bus station there isn't really a bus station. It's on the street. And so the bus from Uruapan to Paracho is about, I'm going to say $2.50. But this taxi driver, sometimes taxi drivers will get as many people in their taxi as they can, and they'll charge you the same amount as what the bus would be. And let me scroll down here to the bottom of my clips. I had a taxi driver. This is funny. I had a taxi driver. His name was Danielle. And this is on the way back from Paracho. It's a beautiful drive from Uruapan to Paracho. I'm sitting in the front seat of his taxi, and he lives in Uruapan, however you say it. And he told me all about the city, where to visit, and he spoke a little English. He lived in California for 5 years, but this trip between those two cities was just beautiful. And this was better than riding the bus. Actually, it was just me and him, and we talked about his family and other places that I should visit. But this is a true joy of living in Mexico. Another great thing about living in Mexico and taking these trips is on that ride with Danielle back from Paracho, we saw this. We're driving down the road, trying to make it back to the other bus station. And this is a pickup truck. Can you see what's in the back of that's just a regular pickup truck, but it's got like 4 cows in it. 4 fully grown cows. Fully grown cows. Here's the side view. There you go, in a pickup truck. Who would have thought? Only that's why you got to come on down to Mexico. Just get out and about, and you get to stand and every day, it doesn't matter where you are in Mexico, you'll see stuff and you'll think to yourself, what the F was that? What the F was that? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But the bus ride and Danielle's drive, it's so beautiful. This is driving there on the bus, mountains, lakes, beautiful cloud formations, farmland. You don't get to see that in Ohio. You don't get to see that in Ohio where I'm from. No, looky here. We don't have mountains like that in Ohio. No. And it makes each bus ride so pleasurable. But one thing before I move ahead, one thing I do want to say is, for all the places that I go to the bus station. I have the name of the city or town written down on a piece of paper. I go to some bus line. I show them the name of the city I want to go to. And if they don't go there, they'll say, oh, no, you want to go to that booth, or go to those people go there. Those people go there. That helps me. And then I get my ticket. Then I go out to where the buses are, and then you can see where the bus driver is. I'm telling you, man, always have your piece of paper and ask the bus driver, are you going here? Because sometimes people get confused. You get on the wrong bus, and all of a sudden you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you just got on the wrong bus. And some guy told me some Mexican guy that sells bus tickets, he said, always ask the bus driver, where are you going? Have that piece of paper, show them. Another thing that I have found to be very handy, and I'm just going to click the maps again. I mean, I've been to these places. 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 Thanks to your contributions to the channel, I've been to these places. I've been to all these places just since I've been in Morelia. And a couple of times the bus wasn't going to where it should have been going. And I had to abort one trip altogether just because it was just wrong. So another thing that is handy when you're on the bus is to have your cell phone and look at Google Maps. Google Maps will show you where you are in real time. I think I was going to Pátzcuaro, I think. And I'm looking at Google Maps, and we had driven through Pátzcuaro. I mean, we had gone in and out. I had to ask the people on the bus, are we going to stop in Pátzcuaro? And they said, oh, no, man, Pátzcuaro's back there. You got to get off the bus now. Yeah. So that I'm just giving you some tips, man, because you're in Mexico. Maybe your Spanish ain't all that good. All of a sudden you can be in Houston. Yeah. I'm just saying. So I'm going to get to some Paracho clips here in a minute. But let me say, going through Uruapan, I'm still trying to figure out how to say that, ends up that is the avocado capital of Mexico. So as you're on the bus leaving Uruapan, as you're leaving Uruapan for about 60 miles, you're just going through groves and groves and groves of avocado, avocado trees. I bet you didn't know that avocados grew in trees, did you? I didn't until about 5 years ago. But it's just grows and grows and grows. And down here they call avocados, they call they call them green gold. Green gold. That's how valuable they are. Groves, and they're beautiful. Very many of these groves are very well kept. But I mean, but the trip was fabulous. I'm still loving Morelia each and every day. And let me come in. I got lots of clips to share with you. So let me back up here a second. Okay, here we go. Ryan, let me back up. Ryan, Bill, I'm not sure if anyone has asked this before, but what's your level of proficiency in Spanish? My Spanish is above average, yet not fluent. I'm pretty good at listening. I can hear it pretty good. I can speak it pretty well. And with all the traveling that I do between buses and taxi drivers, I do pretty good. But also I learned years ago that in Mexico there are 360 dialects of Spanish spoken in Mexico. So sometimes some Mexicans speak in a dialect and I can understand everything they say perfectly. Other Mexicans I talk to, I might not understand anything that they say because they speak in a different dialect. But my level of Spanish, I feel confident that I can ask questions and understand answers, and that helps out greatly. We have Liston in the house saying hello, and we got Lisa here. Couldn't wait for today. Lisa, happy to see you here. Tooth Fairy, I would love to move to Mexico, but with my health issues, most likely won't work. I can come and visit for 2 to 3 months. Well, come on down for that amount of time, Brian, and I'll hook up with you wherever you go. Laura, hello from Dallas. I'm from Pátzcuaro, Michoacán. Blessings. I love Pátzcuaro. And somebody had hooked up, Gary, I think it was, had hooked up with Rosie. Pátzcuaro is fabulous. I could live in Pátzcuaro. I did a video on Pátzcuaro. And Rosie, who helps people find apartments, she helps people with immigration. You can find her contact information at buildthegeek.org, FAQs, and she helps people find apartments in Pátzcuaro. It's a wonderful place. Dominique, hola todos, hola Dominique. And Dominique is in, I'm right now, my favorite city in Mexico, which is Guanajuato. She's walking the steps, but it's well worth it. If you come to Mexico, you got to visit Guanajuato. It's fabulous. I did a video on it. Riggs man, do you ever feel unsafe or like an American target? Hell no. People are so friendly, man. I've been here 20 years. 20 years. I mean, I've spent days and months in New York City. I worked in downtown San Francisco for 5 years at 250 Montgomery Street. People were getting robbed. I was on the cow train every day for an hour. I've spent a lot of time in Los Angeles. I've been on the subway in New York City at 3 o'clock in the morning. Thought I was going to get mugged. In Ohio, you got Ku Klux Klan living a quarter of a mile from my house. And just last week, they had a Nazi march through Columbus, Ohio. That's what Tooth Fairy sent me the video. Down here, people love me. All I get is love all the time. When I was in Paracho, when I was in Paracho this week, I was on my way back, and I had to ask people, well, where is it that I get the bus to get back to Morelia? And these guys said, oh, just go over that corner, go over that corner over there. So I'm over at that other corner. I asked him, well, when's the bus going to come? It's going to be here in an hour and a half. Some guy I wasn't even talking to, a guy I wasn't even paying attention to. He says, oh, that taxi guy over there, he'll take you to Morelia, something like that. And for like same as the bus, go over there. I had to go to the bathroom and Paracho. I had to go to the bathroom in Paracho. I met the owner of the bathroom because you got to pay like 5 pesos or 6 pesos to go to the bathroom a lot of times in Mexico. So I'm at the bathroom place and I met Blanca, the owner of the bathroom place. And she was asking me where I'm from, where are you from? What are you doing here? All this kind of stuff. I mean, I have never felt threatened in 20 years ever living in Mexico, but I dress everywhere I go. I dress like I'm poor. I would, when I'm on the road, I never wear a shirt like this. Hell no. I got a $5,000 gold watch. I never wear that anywhere in Mexico. I got some tennis shoes. They're Michael Jordan Air tennis shoes, and I bought the wrong size. I bought size 11, and I should have bought size 12s. Got them on Amazon, and my toes were hurting. So I figured out, well, if I cut out the toe part of these $125 tennis shoes, if I cut off the toes, and my toes will be more comfortable. So now they're really comfortable, but they look like crap. It looks like I'm poor, but when I'm on the road, I wear those. I mean, when I'm on the road traveling to these places, I always look poor. Nobody wants to rob me. I don't look like I have any money. And I use my iPhone for my camera. I have my drone in my bag. My bag is like in my backpack. My backpack's like 15 years old. It looks like, I just picked it up out of a garbage can, but it does the job. I know millionaires down here. I know a millionaire. He owns businesses in Ajijic. He owns bed and breakfast in downtown Mazatlan. He's a millionaire. He looks like, if you saw him, he looks like a wino. He looks like a poor wino. He wears old, ugly shorts and a T-shirt, white dude from Canada. He looks poorer than poor. He's a millionaire. I know several millionaires walk around like that. As long as you don't walk around with your Rolex and diamond earrings and gold chain, and you got your wallet hanging out your back pocket and it's all thick, full of cash, nobody's going to bother you in Mexico. I love it. As an American target, I don't think so. Marinos Maya, Michoacan. I do not go there is Narkland, and I was born 3 hours from there. Well, I've lived here for 6 months. I have never had a problem. And I talked, let me go back. Let me go back to a graphic. Let me go back to a graphic real quick. Let me go back. I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong freaking way. In my messages, there it is. My taxi driver, Danielle, he lives in I'm just going to call it the U place for right now. And the lady that works at OXXO near where I live, she said, well, don't go there. Don't go to Uruapan. Don't go to Uruapan. And she's a Mexican because it's dangerous. And so I asked my taxi driver, is Uruapan dangerous? And he said, no. And he said, I live there. I've lived there my entire life. And he just said, as long as I don't take my problems with me anywhere, and as long as I'm nice and kind to people, nobody ever bothers me. So if you get drunk, you're out robbing people, you're out looking for drugs. If you're out looking for drugs, then, if you're selling drugs, looking for drugs, looking for a hard time, you got 5 Rolex watches on, you'll be fine. Caroline, Lord, you do not wish to end up here near Houston. No, I don't think so. Remember all official nombres, they 40,000 plus dead per year in Mexico, like Palestine. Well, cool. Don't come down. Stay away. There you go. Bye. JDL, good morning, everyone. I hope all is well. Snow finally hit in the Poconos. Good for you. Get them skis on and get going. Gary, in your opinion, is Morelia a walkable city? In other words, can you live there without a vehicle? Planning on moving to Mexico in 2025 without a vehicle? Gary, that is an excellent question. That is an excellent question. Okay. I lived in Puerto Vallarta 10 years. For 5 years, I didn't have a car. Didn't miss it at all. Then I had a car for 12 years, got rid of it about a year ago, and I'm so happy not to have a car. I see all these really nice cars going around, all around the city of Morelia, Mercedes, BMWs, all these brand new shiny cars, and they look so convenient, but I'm so happy not to have a car. And Tooth Fairy can tell you getting around is so easy and cheap. Okay, so, and walkable, yes, Morelia is extremely walkable. Unlike Ajijic, where they have all those cobblestone streets, and you meet somebody every week that stepped on a cobblestone and broke their ankle or fell down and broke their arm because of the cobblestones. The streets are extremely flat. If I live like a 10-minute drive from El Centro, I'm a 10-minute drive from the bus station. They have Didi here and Uber. So when I make any trip, I'm going to take the bus. No, I'm going to get Uber or Didi to the bus station. That's going to cost me like $5. $5 there, $5 back at the end of the day. That's $10. I can do that. I'm going to go to the grocery store after this broadcast. I'll walk there. I can walk there to get there after the broadcast. 15-minute walk. Tooth Fairy will tell you it's called La Comer, fabulous place. I'm going to walk there. I'm going to buy stuff. I don't want to carry it back. So I'm going to get a Didi or Uber, and that's going to cost me $1.50 to get back. Okay, so and Tooth Fairy takes the combis to get around, and that costs you 10 pesos. That's like 25 cents that take you all over town. So you can get around here extremely well without a car. I don't want a car. It's just a pain in the butt. Hi, Gary. Probably in the city, recommendable in Mexico to live without driving. Merida, Yucatan. Okie dokie. Caroline, hit the like button and feel free to contribute to the channel. This is how I pay my rent. Just think of me like a restaurant. You go into the restaurant, and on the way out, you always leave a tip. Yeah, leave a tip for the waiter. I'm the waiter. I'm your waiter, showing you around parts of Mexico. And let's get back to some video clips in a second. Davis, to own a car in Mexico is just plain silly. Why spend all that money on repairs, gas, when you can buy tacos instead? And Davis, I agree with you 100%. I am in your program. I mean, I am so happy not to have a car. Plus, just walking around keeps you in shape. And, I'm not overweight. I don't eat that much, but not having a car is fabulous. Okay, Crypto OG questioning, if I drive my car to Mexico, do you know if I can sell it down there? Okay. There are certain cars, I think to sell it, you're going to have to nationalize it first. And there are certain cars that you cannot nationalize in Mexico, cars that are made in Japan and in other countries. And you can tell by the VIN number on your car. And then there are issues with your visa status. If you have a 1, 2, 3, 4-year visa, permanent visa, then you can have your U.S. license plates. But once you get a permanent visa, the whole game changes. But I believe that before you sell your car, I'm not sure, you would have to nationalize it, get Mexican plates for it. And I'm just thinking, sell your car first, then come down. Tooth Fairy rings. I wear, here you go, a 24-karat gold bracelet, a 24-karat necklace, and 4 rings on my fingers at all hours of night. Never felt threatened. I'm always in El Centro with 2 phones. People care for you. They don't attack. Thank you, Tooth Fairy. Right on, girl. Everyone has a scooter, motorcycles, and ATVs. Get one of those to get around. They are very cheap. I have an ATV. I drive around town and into the hills. All kinds of ways to get around. And look who is here. None other than Javelina Flips Annie. Saludos from Mazatlan, Sinaloa, home of the Venados. And that is she's a baseball freak. She's a baseball freak. She has season tickets to the Venados, which means deer. That is the name of the baseball team in Mazatlan. And Avelina Flips, great to see you in the house. Okay, let's get to some video clips here. Okay, so here we go. Oh, okay. Now we're on the bus, and ends up that I was going to Paracho. This is the bus ride to Paracho. And this one town, right before you get to Paracho, we couldn't get through it because they were having a parade that day because it was the day of the revolution, which is November 20th. And my calendar said that the day of the revolution, November 20th, my calendar said that it was celebrated on that Monday. Ends up, the people in the towns that I went to, they were celebrating it on the 20th of November. So we had to make a side route there. But finally, we get to the town of Paracho. Population, this is Guitar Town. Population 38,000 people. The people were extremely friendly and helpful. I could live here. No cobblestones. The streets were totally flat. Lots of places to buy everything that you needed. And I'm gonna say something now. I'm gonna say something now that the haters will come out and really hate it when I say this. But in this town of 38,000 people, I didn't see any giant grocery stores, no Walmart, no Costco, no McDonald's, no Caesar, Little Caesar's Pizza, none of that. Everything was local. And my taxi driver said that you could get a house. You could rent a house there for about $150 a month. And the place was beautiful. And yes, this is the Guitar Town. I'm going to put up this video this week. There's the first sign of a guitar. When you drive into town, they have a big copper guitar right as you drive into town. It just happened too fast. And the people are getting ready for a big, giant parade. And these girls have on their authentic outfits. Oh, no, don't take my picture. No, don't do that. But I could definitely live here. Or if you work online and you want to have high-speed internet, lots of fresh fruit and vegetables to eat. Hey, this place was great. And it's close to other big cities. And here I run into my first guitar shop. There you go. These are all handmade guitars. We're going to go into some guitar makers places here momentarily. Here's a guy playing guitars, checking the guitars out. This was and then here's a statue. Soon you will see it. I mean, this is a Wednesday. This is Wednesday, November the 20th, the day of the revolution. And there's all kinds of food out here. A parade is getting ready to start. By the time I'm recording this video, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon. And here we go. The third sign of a guitar is this statue right on the plaza. All kinds of food. Brian Maiden, look at this. There was carnitas, enchiladas, tacos. You're going to see some food here in a minute. Yeah, check out this food. You like food? Yeah, baby. Oh yeah, let's see what she's cooking. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah. I bet everybody could get into some of that. Yum, 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 yum. The plaza was hopping. Thousands of people in Paracho, guitar town of, oh, look at that. Guitar town of Mexico. People dressed up, getting ready to do their parade thing. Yeah, man. It was hopping. I mean, it was really hopping. All kinds of shops, food, tacos everywhere, and no touristy stuff. And I didn't see any tourists. I was the only tourist there. I didn't see any Canadians. I didn't see any Americans. I didn't see any people from Sweden. It was just me. But I'm Mexican now. So I'm a soy Mexicano. Soy Mexicano. I am Mexican now, baby. Now, now we're at the edge of the plaza, and this is where the parade is. All these people are waiting for the parade to start. The parade is going to start shortly. But of course, walking around the plaza with all these fruity, there you go, yellow corn barbecued. All these fruits. Look at all that fruits. Now you're going to see something here. Look at these bags. Yeah, they put the juices in the bag. Sometimes with alcohol, you walk around with that. Like, talk about healthy, healthy, healthy. Woo, more barbecued corn. Oh, are you hungry now? Are you hungry now? Woo! And then the girls in the parade start dancing. There you go. There you go. The girls are dancing. It's kind of hard to see. And I'm out in the street. I'm the only one out in the street with a camera getting close up on the girls and watching them. And they have those, if you look closely, they have guns. This is the day of the revolution. So they have on their authentic Day of the Revolution dresses and doing Day of the Revolution dances. Yeah. And if that doesn't show you you're in Guitar Town, another sign, and more people waiting on the parade. People waiting on the parade. Here we go. But you're in Guitar Town. I'm going to put up 2 videos this week. One, I have some video clips about, I have several video clips about the guys that make the guitars. So I'm going to put up 2 videos this week. One video will be about the city of Paracho, and the other video will be only about guitar shops. And let's take a little break and go back to comments. Dominique, Chow, Tooth Fairy, and Char, Robert and BHN. Where is BHN? Your home away from home, always yours. BHN. Where is BHN? Tooth Fairy. American crack me up. They live in the most dangerous country in the world, but asking people if Mexico is dangerous. That is funny, isn't it? Ask the little American kids if they feel safe to go to school in the United States. Yeah. Yeah. It used to be when I was a kid, we would have those air raid drills. We'd have to get under our desk in case the airplanes came and started dropping bombs. Now in the United States, they have murder drills. What to do if somebody shows up with AK-47? Max, good morning, Memo and gang. Any luck with Granhas, tours, etc., livestock, crops? Yeah, sure. I have luck with all of that. Hugh, hello, Hugh. Right on, Dominique, making me hungry. That's my job. Make you hungry, girl. What were they cooking? Cornitas. They were making enchiladas, hard tacos. Of it was, I'm going to say, race, which of course is beef. Some of the people, that lady, it was all beef, carne asada, nice and greasy tacos, enchiladas, all of that, Brian. You just eat it up. Ola Marco in Chicago. Yes, great to see you here. And Marco in Chicago, we did a couple of interviews with Marco, and he gave me like a list of 20 places to visit. And I'm about halfway through your list, Marco. Thank you so much. Brian, this place looks very nice. Brian, I could live in Paracho. The people were extremely friendly. Ken in Miami, looking forward to coming down in February. Great stuff. Glad you enjoy it. People saying hello. Buck stops here. Ola, Bill, and Familia. I just returned to my ranch in Colorado from vacationing in San Jose de Cabo, Mexico. I was at Revolution Parade. I also went to the art walk. My birthday brought in perfecto. Buck stops here. Great to see you here today. Ray Garcia. There's a saying that we suffer more mentally than in reality. When your turn comes to die, it don't matter where you are. Ooh, thank you for that delightful, positive tip, Ray. Ryan, Bill, imagine you're 38 and single, about to turn 39. You have no responsibilities or dependents. Which city in Mexico would you move to right now? I'd move to Morelia. I mean, I've lived here 20 years. Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, Ajijic, Chapala, Mazatlan. Now I'm here. I've traveled through many parts of Mexico. I got to Morelia. I mean, Morelia, the weather is like perfect, clean air. It's safe. They have scores of colleges here and businesses. Cost of living is way cheaper than Mazatlan or Puerto Vallarta. Even I would say even Guadalajara. Yeah, I mean, you're single, you're 38, you're young. I didn't get to Mexico. I got to Mexico when I was your age, man. Now is your time to make the move. Also, Morelia is so close. I mean, you're close to Leon, you're close to Guanajuato, you're 3 hours from Mexico City. You can see all these little towns, Pátzcuaro. Yeah, I would come to Morelia and camp out, work online, and then you can see all of the trips that I've made. I've been here 5 months. All the trips that I've made thus far have been within 2.5 hours from Morelia on the bus. So my choice. Oh, and if you're single, I don't know if I'm a straight guy. I don't know if you're straight or gay, but you're single. They have beautiful women in Morelia. I mean, beautiful women. And Tooth Fairy says they have beautiful men in Morelia also. So yeah, I've picked my city. That's my choice, is Morelia. Baja Norte. Oh, Baja Norte. Okay. Very good, Robert. Baja Norte. I didn't know that abbreviation. The buck stops here. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, girl. Thanks for calling me young, Bill. I really appreciate it. That is young. 39. You don't know. 39 is young. 39 is young. Ask Dominique. Beautiful men in Morelia too. Yep. That's what I'm saying. You can go to different cities in Mexico and you can just see a difference in the way the people look. Like in Paracho, the people are beautiful. But I'm going to say in Puerto Vallarta, I don't think the Mexican people were that beautiful. But then you go from Puerto Vallarta to Guadalajara, and it's like, whoa, what happened to these people? These people are really beautiful. Morelia, the people are really beautiful. Whatever. Now, JH, I missed the beginning. What do you do for income? Well, I make YouTube videos. I've been here 20 years. JH, I've been here 20 years. I'm going to say for my first 12 years, I taught advanced computer graphics online from Puerto Vallarta. All of my students were in the United States, Australia, or Great Britain. I charged $45 an hour, and I did very well at that for 12 years. I got sick of talking to people. So then I'd save some money. So then I wrote books for Amazon, romance books and how-to books. So I have about 300 books online that you can purchase through Amazon. I have 3 pen names. Then about 3.5 years ago, I started making YouTube videos. So right now YouTube pays my rent, except if I go live and I get like 0 tips. Like what I'm doing right now is I'm just like a waiter. Feel free to leave a tip. If you're picking up any information, feel free to leave a tip. Make a donation. And if you don't want to donate through YouTube, you can go to buildthegeek.org, click on FAQs, and there's a donate picture at the top of buildthegeek.org. So to answer your question, JH, I've been working online for 20 years down here in Mexico. That's what I do. Now, crypto, have you took the Maya train yet? No, I have not taken the Maya train yet, but I would really like to. I would like to do that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. But I have taken El Chepe, the El Chepe train that takes you through Copper Canyon. That was a fabulous trip, and I encourage everybody to take the El Chepe train ride through Copper Canyon. Axel Foley. Bill, as a new person in Morelia, what is there to do during the week? You can just go out and walk around, meet some people, go to the parks. There are many cafes. There are many fabulous places to sit out on the plaza. Just walk out the door, go out and meet people, go out and say hello to people. That's what you do. So many cafes. They have opera here. I mean, there are 1 million people here. Just go outside and live. Or like me, you can sit at home and make YouTube videos and watch Buddhism videos. Buck stops here. Javelina flips. Muchas gracias, bonita senor. Isn't Javelina one hot chica? Olas, Angela, great to see you here. Keep working on lasagna. Ryan, if you like the beach, come down to Mazatlan. It is a great place if you can escape for a month. No, not a month. You got to escape for like 5 months to get out of that heat and humidity. A lot of new places for people in your age range in El Centro. But Ms. Flips, you have to tell Ryan that to afford to live in El Centro, be ready to pay $1,500 a month for a 2-bedroom, fully furnished apartment. Wow, if you live in Morelia and you live in El Centro for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, fully furnished apartment, it's going to cost you $500 or $600. But if you can afford to live in El Centro in Mazatlan, and if you can pay, I'm going to say $1,200 to $1,500 a month, Mazatlan is a great place, but it's hot as hell in the summertime, for sure. Matt, thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much for leaving me a tip. I lived in Denver for 19 years. Go Broncos. Brian Maiden, thank you for your travel funds. Still haven't figured out how to use PayPal. No problem, dude. No problem. Thank you very much for contributing to the channel to help me travel. Thank you so much, Mr. Maiden. Thomas Wolf, hello, Bill. To Will Tom here. Is the national health care available for my 58-year-old wife if we get our temporary residency soon? I think so. I think the cutoff limit might be 70 years old. You can talk to Rosie. Go to buildthegeek.org, click on FAQs, Rosie. You'll see Rosie's contact information at the top of that page. She will answer your questions. Be prepared to pay her for her time. She charges $20 US per hour. Yeah. So there you go on that. Okay, now. Okay. I'm lost here. I'm lost. I got lost. Here we go. We got that. Okay, here we go. Mary Jane. Hola, everyone. I was planning on visiting Morelia in January until I injured myself trying to limbo at a Halloween party. Leave the limbo alone, girl. Now my trip to all delayed. Well, actually, Mary Jane, that may be good because right now it's a little chilly here at nighttime. But if you wait 4 or 5 months, so you're talking April, it's going to be perfect weather. Good for you. All things happen for the right reason. Good people are not born. They are survivors with gratitude. Thank you, Robert. That's very nice. Mary Jane, love your videos. Bill, I will donate when I get caught up on finances. I was out of work for 3 weeks. That's all right, girl. Thank you. Thank you for even thinking about a donation. Ryan, thank you. Javelina. Yeah, Mazatlan is great. The first time I was there, I fell in love. But then Mazatlan was my girlfriend then, but Morelia is my girlfriend now. The kindergarten children are carrying bulletproof backpacks in school. In still reeling from in America, I have no idea when some angry person full of hate would flip out and shoot. I used my PayPal this morning for donation. I almost retired myself. Hold on a second. I gotta let me come over. Now we do have I'm trying to do too many things here at once. Yep. Thank you so much, Tanya, for contributing to the channel. I just checked my email. Thank you so much, girl, for contributing to the channel. I'm almost retired myself. Good vibes and karma. Yeah, people. I haven't said it enough, but I love Mexico every day. And I'm going to the grocery store. Once this broadcast ends, I'm going to walk about 15 minutes to the grocery store. Now, let me say, I'm going to walk through my neighborhood, which I love. Then I'm going to walk through the flat neighborhood, which I love. And I'm going to see people. I'm going to see little outdoor places to eat. And then I'm going to go to this grocery store and the whole walk. I don't need to go to this grocery store. I could do everything locally, just going to little shops. But I enjoy the walk. Then I'm going to get a DD ride back up this hill. But I enjoy Mexico every day. And there's so much to do down here. And the people are so loving and friendly. So I say all that to say, Tanya, come on down, girl, and let me know when you get here. Buck stops here. I lived there 1 year now. My home is Colorado Springs, 14 miles from Pikes Peak. Stephen, Nathan, Ola, Bill from mid-Canada. I'm sure North American expats would be very interested in the availability of multi-day tours to big centers like Mexico City or does anything like that exist? Okay. Tell you what, let me, okay. Here you go. Here you go. Let me try something here. Da 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 da. Oh, here we go. Let me type something in here. Oh, okie dokie. Okay. Let's close this. Hold on a second. I'm getting there. Yeah, okay. Okay, so go to buildthegeek.org and Nath Steffen. And go to FAQs. And here you'll see at the top of the page, support our channel. You can click there to donate. And over here, you can see Rosie's contact information. But right below that, you'll see Robert and Sherry's bed and breakfast and tour in Mazatlan. And I think that Ms. Javelina Flips, she took this tour. I've taken this tour 2 times, and it's the Reina del Mar bed and breakfast, and they do a 1-week tour. You stay at the bed and breakfast. I think it's going to cost you money, but here's all of Robert's contact, his website, the phone number, the address. They have a YouTube channel, and now Robert is offering, now he's doing tours not only in Mazatlan, but he's doing a tour through Morelia. Uh-oh. I wasn't showing that. There it is. You can find all this at buildthegeek.org under FAQs, and he has regular tours through parts of Mexico. Give that a shot. And Lisa, Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you very, 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 very much. Thank you. Ola Chris, great to see you in the house today in Chicago, I think. Sending greeting. It's 42 degrees in Chicago. God bless you. Got Ola, Chris, Marco, and Chris up there in the windy city, making things happen. Saying hello. All right, now we still have some video clips. Okay. So this is in Paracho, and here's a sign. I was there on November 20th, which was Wednesday. You can see Paracho, Revolucion Mexicana, with leaders. And the people were so friendly there. And look at how nice and clean the streets are. Little shops. Look at that. And the town is surrounded by mountains and people just showing me love. Watch these people. They're going to show me some. Look at that. People just want to wave. Friendly people. And I just loved walking around town. And again, my taxi driver said you could rent a house here for $150 a month. He said not furnished, but for $150 a month, you could rent a house here. Very low cost of living with wonderful, friendly people. But let's check out the parade real quick. You know, I'm out here and this car is stopped. And we got them cheerleaders down there dancing. And I tell you what, they are playing some funky American soul music. They're listening to soul music. They listen to black people music in English in Mexico. Look at these girls dance. I wish I could play the soul music that they were playing. I was dancing myself, but this music is copyrighted. I couldn't, but look at these girls dance. These little teenage, look at the guy in front. Woo, he's the leader, I guess. This music was funky. This is like the Macy's Day Parade, except it's November 20th. I'm dancing now. Y'all should be able to see me dance. Mexicans getting funky. Woo-hoo. Day of the Revolution. Shake it, girl. Shake it, girl. Don't break it. Then they got that. Then they got them. They got the red cheerleaders. Then they got the blue cheerleaders. Woo-hoo. There they go. And they have a different car. They're playing American black people soul music. No, they ain't playing country western. No, they're not listening. They're not even listening to like Mexicans. They playing American black people soul music, moving with the groove. Now, I don't know what part of the parade this was. I didn't quite understand this, but they got like 15 boys. They're going to run and jump through this hoop. I never seen that. I didn't see them do that at the Macy's Day Parade. There they go. Hoop. There you go. Hoo. Yeah. And something that really tickled me was this guy right here. Let's see. This kid, he's got to be like 9 years old. He's got his own four-wheeler or whatever you call those things. But and also I enjoy this trip because people of all ages, little kids, teenagers, young adults, people 20 years younger than me, people my age. Now I'm going to put let's go into our first guitar shop now. I'm going to put out a full video on Paracho this week, a full video on the city of Paracho. And then I'm going to put out a video on the guitar makers. And there's one street that I will identify in the video, and it shows you the cross streets to go to. And if you go to this street, it's a whole street filled of guitar makers, people actually making the guitars. And when I heard it was a guitar city, I thought that there would be a manufacturing plant or something where they make these guitars, but no, it's these individual people that actually make the guitars. And this is the first guitar shop I went into. All of these guitars are handmade in Paracho. And the price range was, I would say, from about $50 up. The most expensive guitar I saw in this shop was, I think, 8,000 pesos, which is like $400. And all of these things are tuned and ready to play, ready to go. We're going to zoom in on this price. This guitar, okay, 4,500 pesos. That's like a $210 handmade guitar. In the video that I'm going to put up this week, there's one, 5,500 pesos. That would be about $250. I bet in the United States, that would be a $600-700 guitar, handmade. When I put up this video this week, I will give details. Okay, on the internet, I found the 4 best guitar makers in Paracho, and this guy was number 2 on the list. And I walk in, and he's making a guitar. And he has made guitars for famous musicians around the world. He said he had one guitar in stock that sells for about $150,000. And he took the time. He told me everything. I asked him. He told me exactly what he was doing. In the video, I will share his address, his phone number, his website. That video will come out this week. He's been doing this for years. And I asked him, well, do you play guitar? He said, yes. So when you go to Paracho, it's not like they're factory made guitars. And this is inside his shop. He made each of these guitars by hand. And his stuff is, I don't know, maybe you can get a guitar in here for like $300 and up. And look at all the different shapes. He will hand make you a guitar. Carlos Santana has bought guitars in Paracho. And here is a sign. Look at this guy waving friendly. These people are friendly. They love me in Paracho. Women just giving me their phone numbers, asking me to, do things. Now, this place right here, La Casa de las Guitarras, this is supposed to be the best guy in town. This is supposed to be the best guitar maker in Paracho. On the internet, they say that he is number one. There he is right there. That is the owner. He and his son, and he has a couple of apprentices. They make and he gave me an interview, and more of his information will be in the video this month. And all of these guys were so friendly. They were so friendly. They met me with open arms and answered all of my questions. It was a fabulous trip, and I thank you guys that donate to the channel because of people donating to the channel. Look at, and he even has electric guitars in here. He was making a guitar when I walked in. This is what he does. But when you guys contribute to the channel, I'm able to make trips like this, so I can share this information with you. And the locked up guitars, the ones behind the glass doors, those are the expensive guitars. And he makes ukuleles, bass guitars, all handmade. I was fortunate enough to walk in and meet the best guitar maker on the planet Earth. Yeah, when you guys donate to the channel, that's where your contributions go. Let's go over here and see what's going on. Marco, it snowed almost 3 inches a couple of days ago. Nice little town. I could definitely live there if I were working online. If I were working online, I could definitely live there. And let's go back and look at the map. Let's go back and look at the map. Okay. You can see where Paracho is. Uruapan is like a 20-minute drive away, and that has everything. They got Walmart, McDonald's, big grocery stores. It's a huge city. So you could live in Paracho, pay $150 a month for like a 3-bedroom house. You're 2.5 hours away from Morelia. You're not too far from many big cities, but you could live there very inexpensively, work online, and have a very peaceful life. And in Paracho, on the weekends, they have an outdoor guitarist playing. Yeah, I mean, it's a Dominique, it is a really nice little town. Very nice. I could definitely live there. Awesome. I love parades. Me too. Ola Marco, Chris G. Those are, yeah, they are. Yeah. I mean, all handmade. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I only show you guys the best, and thank you for contributing to the channel so I can make these trips. Grab a cerveza at the grocery store. Stay thirsty, my friend. Thank you very much, Axel Foley. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Chris. Let's see. Fantastic video. Thank you very much. Real Reality TV. Yep, I do what I can with what I got. So this week, I'm going to put up those 2 videos. I'm going to the town I just told you about. That'll be good. Ms. Katie Ibarra contacted me about, she's the realtor in Ajijic. She has some information about properties in the Ajijic, Chapala area. I think I'm going to interview her remotely this week. She just sent me some questions to ask her. And I think she's starting to sell real estate again. Now is a good time also to talk about the value of the peso. The value of the peso has really mellowed out. Its value went down. It has not been going back up. So now's a good time to buy property, to move to Mexico, to rent a really nice place to stay, and to redo your life. And again, for you younger people out there, don't wait until you're 65 to come to Mexico. If you can work online, come on. I know a lot of people down here working online. Some of these people making $8,000-$9,000 a month, which is too much money to be making and living in Mexico. But if you can come down here and make like $3,000 a month online, of all these cities that I go to, I mean, you could live in Morelia, Paracho, Uruapan, or you could live in Quiroga or Capula, or you could live in Pátzcuaro. All these places, you could live in Santa Clara de Cobre, the town of copper. You could live in Tlapuhahua, which is Christmas town. You could live in a beautiful town. You could live in Pátzcuaro. Zinzunzan, I don't know if I would want to live there, but or you could live what's this? Oh, okay. You could live in Ajijic. You could live in Chapala. I mean, there are so many wonderful non-tourist places. Or you could live in my neighborhood. You could live in my neighborhood. You could live down the street from me in Morelia. If you're young, don't wait till you're 65. Come on down now. Work online. Live inexpensively with peaceful, wonderful Mexican people. You can live crime-free, where people walk around and they smile and they wave. They wish you a nice day. Welcome to my world. Welcome to Mexico. There you go. All right. Well, you guys, let's see now. What else do I have to say? It is Thanksgiving coming up. Thanksgiving is approaching. It'll be here in a couple of days. I'm very thankful to be alive, to be healthy. I'm still working out 5 days a week. I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful for all the peace and the love and the joy and the happiness that I get to experience on a daily basis here in Mexico. I'm very thankful for a very affordable lifestyle. I'm very thankful for high-speed internet and reliable computers. I mean, there's so much that we can do on the internet. So I'm thankful, and I'm thankful that all of you have joined me and us today just to get together and share the joys of living in Mexico. So yeah, man, I love it down here. So next week, we'll have more clips. Let's see now. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Buck Stops here. Did you say the rent is around $100? $150. The taxi driver, who his business is going between Uruapan and Paracho. That's what he does at 12 hours a day, back, forth. He said Paracho 2-3 bedroom house, $150 a month. Jim Foster Real Estate. Is that a long tree-lined street a few blocks down from you? Yeah, I think so. Jim Foster, thank you very much, Jim Foster. Bill, go watch the Buckeyes. They're playing Indiana, who is undefeated. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to watch that game. Bill, do you ever see any Protestant churches? Yeah, they have it all down here. I mean, the president of Mexico is Jewish. Okay. You see Hare Krishnas down here, Protestants, evangelists. They even got, snake worship. They got snake worshiping Christians down here from West Virginia. They got it all down here. Thank you, Annie, Mary Jane, and Mr. Rasta. Bill, te cuesta el mezcal. Hoy y mañana es la feria de mezcal en Villa Madero, 45 minutos de Morelia. I don't think I'm going to make that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Mexico, many parts of Mexico are extremely, ridiculously affordable. My rent, look, me and Holly staying here, it's like $431 a month. What? That's all right. That'll work. Okay. All right. Here we go. So here we go. That's all I got for today. I will have more video clips this week. I thank you for visiting. Everyone have a fabulous Thanksgiving. Have some great mashed potatoes. Have some great candied yams. Ms. Flips, Annie, and Mazatlan, I hope you and Kathy are going to a great place for Thanksgiving. I'll be eating tacos and quiche here myself. But hey, man, Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving all over the world. I guess it doesn't matter where you are. So I'm getting ready to sign off. You're very welcome, Chris. You are very welcome. Char Williams, Thanksgiving, everyone, each and every one. Thanksgiving to Dominique. Thanksgiving, each and every one. I'm getting ready to say adios, amigos. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting. Am I live? Yeah, I'm broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. If you're watching the rebroadcast and you would like to donate, go to buildgeek.org and support. You'll see it on the FAQ page. You'll see support our channel. Click here to donate. You click that little button, and then when you get in there, you can do it with a debit or a credit card, with PayPal. You can any denomination. You can use funny money. I think you can use even a Monopoly money once you're in there. So I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Let me think about this. So all I want to do is say adios, and then I want to say hasta luego, and then I want to say que te vaya bien. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for clicking the like button. Thank you for donating to the channel.